You know, I don't know how I did it, but this pot of soup, this isn't even soup yet, this is stock. It smells like Chicago-style hot dogs. And it smells great. And it hasn't even been cooking for like 10 minutes. It's done at 4:30! That stock is going to take about, I think, 5 hours? About, it's actually 6. It's 6 hours. Like 5.5, 6 hours. And then I'm going to take all the big stuff out and then make soup. I'm using a simplified version of the Binging with Babish, Basics with Babish actually, chicken noodle soup recipe. He's got a bunch more spices in his, and he put like an onion and a leek. I just used like a leek and a half, 2 leeks, and then just pretty much just the onion, garlic, peppercorn, parsley, and then dill will go in at the end. None of the lemongrass or any of the other stuff he puts in there, because I couldn't find that and I didn't want to spend $50 on soup. So I spent $40 instead. No, but, I mean, for crying out loud. This is a lot of soup. I mean, this is just, again, stock. It's not even technically simmering yet. Get in there. Good. Everybody kind of get in there. There you go. You, sir. Ow. But I'm probably going to end up with like half of this pot of stock. Probably enough to fill this bowl of just stock. And then other things will go in that. But the goal is, I mean, this should probably be almost a week's worth of food. I hope I don't get sick of chicken noodle soup 2 days in, because I'm going to have a lot. I want to have a freaking lot of this stuff. Though I am not halfway to soup, I am halfway to stock. This has been going now for about 3 hours, and it smells still pretty good. Looks like a nice dark. It's probably going to be a little green. There's a lot of, I mean, there's like leeks and celery and parsley in it. So it's probably going to be a bit of a greenish color. But, I mean, that's whatever. I'm not sure if it smells chickeny. It kind of does. This whole thing here is an entire clove of garlic cut in half. You got carrots, celery, leeks. These down here are parsnips. And this here in the middle is one of like, I think 6 or 8 chicken wings I kind of brutalized and threw in the pot. Kind of let them brown first and then threw all the water and everything else in. Everything was kind of about to here. And it's reduced down a decent amount. It looks like it's reduced down a lot more on the video, but it's a tall pot, so it's done a little bit of reducing. I'll probably reduce about that, if I had to guess, about that amount again. So if it was about like here, now it's down to here, it'd probably be about down to here. Ow. About down to here maybe. And then I've got to drain this. This is gonna be interesting. This didn't come with a strainer. And this is a small, I'm gonna do dishes, but this is a small sink. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna move, I think most of this is junk, but I'll probably save it. I can cut this up and put it into the soup when it's cooking, but I'm gonna have to take the stuff out of this bowl, wash the bowl, and then what I'm thinking is down here I have that colander. I'm going to invert the colander onto this, put the Red Bull on top, and then carefully flip. And the goal is to try to pour all the stock into this, keep all of this, I mean at this point it's going to be junk, but keep all of that in there. I don't know, I'll probably just toss that. I don't know if the chicken's going to be edible, because it's me simmering for 6 hours. And then once that's done, in here we've got, this is all the roughage I'm going to cut up for soup. Here's the chicken that's actually going into the soup. Those are chicken thighs. And then we've got some dill. I'm going to throw some dill in at the end, because Babish said dill is good. I'm looking forward to soup. 4:30 can't come quick enough. Oh, it's chicken stock time, my dudes. That's actually condensed down a little bit more than I thought it would. Let's get all this stuff into a different bowl. Let's get that stock out of there. Let's see what we're dealing with. Now that's beautiful. 6 hours of work. We got ourselves some chicken stock. I'm freaking excited. I'm gonna sip some. Huh. Ow! It's hot. Oh, it's fogging up the lens. I mean, there's no salt in it, but that doesn't taste like anything. It's like vegetables. Speaking of vegetables, here's what's left. Just some... It's literally falling off the bone. It's been simmering for 6 hours. It's probably good. Oh, it's dry. That's dry. I pulled all the moisture out of it. Which is good. That seems like something you probably want to do. This leek is just falling apart. Got carrots. Everything is super hot. Super hot. Super hot. No, but now we need to turn this into soup. And we're probably going to use this pot again, but I gotta rinse it and figure out what I'm doing with these vegetables. I also need to chop new ones. So the broth isn't good, and it's not that it tastes bad, it's just that it's got no flavor. I mean, I've prepped a bunch of veggies here. I've got to prep an onion. That onion's gonna get softened in some olive oil. Heat these through, break that into pieces. And then this all goes in with brought to a boil. Add some chicken. Cook that for like 20 minutes in a boil. Take the chicken out, shred the chicken. Throw it back in for only a few more minutes, and then I don't know, I'll have soup at like 5:30. This is, by the way, the first meal I'm eating today. I haven't even been doing any snacking. I've just been working on videos and meeting with a playtesting group. Alright, vegetables are going, they just gotta get hot. I've been trying a little bit off the top of the soup. That tastes way more chickeny. I'm guessing there's just a bunch of crap that settled at the bottom and all the chicken roast at the top. I have no idea. But I gotta add some broth now and make some soup. As I was pouring, I noticed there's this. It's super murky. It's like different from the color of the rest of the chicken stock. Oh, that's gritty. That's like dirt. That would explain why it tasted like dirt! Anyways, that's soup. Let's stir. Dude, I can't wait. This is the most excited I've ever been for soup. So you're probably wondering to yourself, why are you making soup? You know, this seems like a lot of effort. You could have just bought canned crap in a can, you know? I want to do more cooking. Basics with Babish is just, he's got so many, binging with Babish has so many cool recipes, and Basics with Babish is just all around awesome. And it's nice to know, like, hey, here's how to cook. You stupid prick. No, but, I mean, look at that. That's soup. This is dirt. That's all used up vegetables and chicken. Chicken that's gone drier than the Sahara Desert. Gordon Ramsay would be pissed. But it would just disintegrates off the bone. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be eating this. I guess I'll find out when I throw up my guts tomorrow. Ooh, this is moist. Moist and dry at the same time. Wow, how do you do that? That's the dill. That's the soup. I'm not pointing at it. There it is. This has been boiling for about 7 or 8 minutes now. I'm gonna pull the chicken out in about 6. Shred the chicken. I wasn't able to get the bones out of the chicken, so I'm gonna have to, when I shred it, I'm also going to fish out the bones. There were like little bony bits. I got those, but I couldn't get like the actual, like the drumstick or whatever that bone in the thigh is called. So, we're gonna go. Look at it go. A little bit of like scummy stuff. Couldn't get it. Scrape. There. Yeah, 5 minutes away. And then, once that's done, the soup's still not even finished. I need to empty the stuff out of this pot, empty the serving of soup I want, and then the egg noodles, cook the egg noodles until they're done. Then I'll have soup. I mean, I've been at this for, what are we at? Like 7 hours. I've been cooking soup for 7 hours. Gordon Ramsay, please give me Michelin star, thank you. This is the most involved cooking project I've ever done. You know, again, we're 7 hours in. And I mean, I think the big limiting factor here is this. Because there's so many cool things I wanted to make. There's so many cool things I want to make. But I can't make them in this oven because the stove, like the actual stove is fine. Turn on 2 burners though, and it's actually really hot up here. Be gone. So, here's our flippin' smoke detector. You got this boxy area up here, which, you know, is dumb and it traps heat. Heat from the stove. Get 2 burners going, it gets so hot that thing beeps. And if that thing beeps for too long, then this one starts beeping and the whole building is beeping, and then you gotta go outside and your food's fucked. But the actual oven, you gotta turn it on. First of all, it's way too hot. If you want 450, turn it to like 420, 425. And secondly, you gotta open up all the windows too, because the entire apartment smells of gas. It probably shouldn't be smelling of gas. But we're like 2 minutes away from shredding chicken, 5 minutes away from soup being done, and maybe 10 minutes away from being able to eat. Again, this is the first thing I'm eating today. I've been up since about 8:15. I've been up for 10 hours. I haven't eaten yet. Because I've been making soup. I was gonna do like a cold sandwich. I never got around to it. Soup. It's soup. Come on. I mean, you look in there. And you tell me, I don't want that. I'll have something different. No. You want the soup. The soup is great. And look at it go. Ladies and gentlemen, after 7 hours, we're finally almost at soup time. That's actually probably done. I'm gonna let that just kind of sit. Got the egg noodles in there. Here's just the soup by itself. Not putting any noodles in it. Cook the noodles in the soup, because then they won't go bad in this. This can sit and chill. And then you just kind of gotta stir it, portion out what you want into a saucepan. Throw your noodles in there. Heat it up. At the very end, I threw some dill in there. The stems carry like 99% of the flavor. It's crazy. That's probably ready to eat. God, I'm hungry. I really hate living in the northern state because it was like this. Like the sky was almost, for the most part, almost like this when I woke up. And it's like this and I'm getting to eat. But that's soup. That is identifiably soup. I'm super excited. You know, I mean, I can't describe I can't give you the flavor of the soup, but I can describe it. It's good. I maybe added a little too much dill. Still not as salty as I would have expected it to be, because I added tons of salt to this bad boy. But I mean, the noodles turn out really good. The soup flavor is good. I could sip that broth all frickin' day. Now that it's got salt in it. Now that I've filtered out the mud. Can't believe... I mean, I can believe. Those leeks were filthy. This was my day. You know, my day started at like 8, took a shower. Kind of lounged around a little bit. And then soup. My whole day's been soup. No, that's not quite correct. I recorded a video for patrons, but, and maybe the rest of you eventually, but 90% of my day was soup. But luckily, I mean, the night's still young. I started writing, rather, a really weird chapter of Draftware that I'm really excited about. So I'll probably finish that tonight. And then I'll probably start working on Payday Starter Guide Stealth video. That might end up being Monday's video, although I have to act fast because it's Friday. And Saturday, Sunday comes out Monday. Although, technically I have all 3 of those days. Until noon Monday, but... Stealth is next. After that we're going back to Payday Starter Guide Loud on Overkill and Above. But I might do a build randomizer in between. I mean, I already did one for the month, but it's a special month. Let's do 2. It's the shortest month. Most build randomizers, 2. You know, it's weird. I don't even plan to do 1 a month, but it just happens that way. Because I'm like, well, I could do a randomizer, so I do. I also need to stream sometime this weekend. It's going to be either Warframe or... what's the other one everybody wants me to play? Rainbow Six Siege. I don't know anything about either game. Except Warframe's like Destiny, but third person. And Rainbow Six Siege I've described as Counter-Strike, but you can tear through the walls. And everyone hates that I say that, but it's like... you secure hostages. Anyways... I'm gonna finish the soup because this is good. Babish makes a good soup. I don't know. It's not as good as I've been hyping myself up for because, you know, I worked 8 hours on the soup almost. But, you know, I mean, that's whatever. I mean, you win some, you lose some. I'm also ironically vlogging while I watch Steven vlogs. So, vlogception. Hi, Steven. Chicken's a little drier than I would have liked. A little dry. A little dry. Which is weird, because when I took it out and shredded it, it was still red in the middle. And I dropped it back in for... it only was, you know, on the stove for like a minute. And then I took it off the heat. But... I'll keep that in mind. I'm also going to get boneless, skinless chicken from here on out for the thighs because I need that. Taking the bones out of this, taking the skin off of it was a mess. The soup was really good. I mean, I've been working on this for 8 hours, 7 hours. It's really good. And I'm glad I have a lot left because I'm definitely going to eat it. The downside is all these dishes need to get cleaned. Except for little green... well, no, that little green bowl had dill. I gotta do something with all that dill. That's a lot of dill. It's good. Too much, though. Too much in the soup. I almost put this whole bowl in there. That's gotta get cleaned. That's gotta get cleaned. Then I gotta find a place for it. Probably just in the fridge. This is all gotta be put away. Colanders, knives, cutting boards, both cutting boards, those bowls from yesterday, everything's gotta get washed. Why do I do this? There goes my day. Oh, all this stuff. Parsley that I took a week. I think today went well. And I made a vlog of soup. I'll put the soup recipe in the description. Or I guess I really can't put the recipe, but I can put the basics with Babish episode in there, which is kind of what I followed. I didn't go I didn't have the lemongrass. I didn't have the thyme. Thyme. But I mean, I really couldn't skim the top of the broth, the top of the soup, because I don't own a ladle. So why did I make soup? I wanted soup. And it turned out really good. I don't know if I'm ever going to do another one like that, though. Not here. Again, my kitchen is very small. It's about the size of the desk and the TV. So, like, if I cut it about that big. Actually, that might almost be bigger. But it's not a big room. Not a big. I mean, for real. Let's do this. You've now seen the entirety of my apartment. $13,000 they want for this. Let's get to washing dishes. But I think that might be it for the vlog. You don't need to see a clean sink. If you want more vlogs like this, let me know. Making soup today was good. It felt good. Like, it feels good to eat soup like that. If you want more vlogs like this, let me know, but I think that'll be it for this one. Today was February 15th, 2019, and I made soup.
If you like this video and you'd like to see more, I'd recommend subscribing. Patreon and social media links are in the description.